Hey there everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Ormy, and today we're back here playing some Starters Orders 6. And yeah, it's been a little while since I've played this because, you know, I've had a couple of new games, started a couple of series, a couple of computing issues as well, sadly, so not getting stuff done as I would like to. As well as a busy personal life right now, going through immigration to the US, and, you know, we're just finishing that up. Should be done in about a week more. As well, we'd like to congratulate Ricardo Ribeiro for winning a copy of Franchise Hockey Manager 3 in our giveaway. That giveaway has ended, as I say. Ricardo has won a copy of the game. I contacted him on Twitter. No reply yet, but I'm sure he will sort that out soon. So, you know, if you are watching, Ricardo, head over to Twitter, check your messages, and get in contact with me if you have not received the code or it doesn't work. But yeah, hopefully we'll have more giveaways to come. Thanks very much to the guys over at Franchise Hockey for giving us that code to give away. Yeah, so all that kind of business dealt with. We've got some big races coming up. Now, Rushing Winds, of course, we couldn't get a second race for her. She went out injured, so after the injury, she picked up another one. But when she comes back, we've booked her into Santa Anita for a 6 furlong allowance. We've got a mile allowance there for On the Side, who has only raced once as well. Nothing for Galloping Gusto yet, because, you know, there's nothing really else at that distance. Dangerous Mind has got a 1 mile maiden, because yet to win, of course. Second after 5 furlongs, after, you know, not a great start really. A little bit agitated, a little bit warm, and, you know, didn't run at the correct distance anyway. So hopefully that's why we're going to open up with a nice win, hopefully, there at Los Alamitos. And yeah, in between those 2-year-olds running, we've got all of our older horses. Sweet Treats is in the Woodford Reserve, which is a mile 1 grade 1. So hopefully we'll get Sweet Treats back to winning ways. Otherwise, that might be the end of Sweet Treats' career, because really we're dropping down now. Grade 2 allowance race. You know, we really want to get back into these winning streaks, and I think Sweet Treats does have it in them to keep winning. So that's going to be a hopeful race there. And also on the same day, 4 horses entered in to the Kentucky Derby. We've got Peach Pipe, who should run quite well at that distance, but probably not in the second leg. We've got Cresting Queen, who should again be quite good in the Belmont, and the Derby should be okay. Maybe not the Preakness as well. Wild Retriever's much more of a Preakness person, but is in the Derby to see if anything happens there. And King Mambo, the one we bought. Not a very promising opening in the Florida Derby, but we are going to the Kentucky Derby with a little bit of hope. So 4 horses in the Kentucky Derby. We've got the Woodford Reserve for Sweet Treats. We've got a maiden for Dangerous Minds, the only horse not to win its maiden as a 2-year-old this year. And 2 allowance races, 1 at a mile, 1 at 6 furlongs for On the Side and the injured Rushing Wind. So that should leave us with only Galloping Gusto with 1 race under their belt. Everyone else this season should have 2 or more. And we're really hoping for big things. You know, if King Mambo can get a good result, I'll be happy. I'd like to see all 4 of these in the top 5 or 6 in the Kentucky Derby, to be honest with you. So we'll see how that pans out for us. Peach Pipe could, you know, do really, really well. Is in great form this year and last year. Sweet Treats needs a little bit of luck, I think. But overall, it's a good group of horses, and we do have a chance. And I don't know why I came into today's racing, because it's a little bit away that we've actually got the race. So let's just pop into the auction to begin things then, see if anything interesting pops up, and it does not. So here we go then. Dangerous Minds It's time to get that win. So let's see. There we go. So favourite, slightly overweight, but so is number 5, and Lemmy Rock is even more overweight. Nobody else has raced yet. So we know that we're on distance. We know that we can win this race. And we believe, we don't yet know, but we believe that Dangerous Minds is an absolute beast. Decent start there, middle of the pack. Looks like Dawn Raid goes up on the inside, and there's Lemmy Rock. Crag? Yes, Crag. Around the outside, up into the lead as Dangerous Mind drops back in the pack. Haley's Girl, Dance to Destiny, Literacy, and number 5 are all there alongside Dangerous Minds. Dawn Raid has actually fallen back as well into things. Now is there with Dance to Destiny. But MC Crag and Lemmy Rock, 5 furlongs out, are actually running away with this one so far. They're side by side, pushing for the lead. Then Dawn Raid just ahead of Dance to Destiny with Dangerous Minds there. Number 5 and Literacy also coming up from the rear. And Haley's Girl way back now, probably well out of this. So Dangerous Minds actually gets out here, 2.5 furlongs now. We come around this turn. Now it's time for Dangerous Minds to really kick on. Number 5 is also going to make a play here. MC Crag out into the lead, but up the inside goes Dangerous Minds. Past Lemmy Rock, now round to the outside. Can they chase down MC Crag? Still no sign from number 5. And here they come, inside 1 furlong, half a furlong, neck and neck. Just ahead now, Dangerous Minds, pushing for the line and storming clear to win by 1 3/4 lengths, I think that was, at the end. Dangerous Minds does win its second shot at a maiden. So overweight, but did run really, really well. Happy with that, and yeah, we ran it on distance, and that was always going to be in our favour. So there we go, up to 100 rating now for Dangerous Minds. You can see this is a very, very nice horse. Good finish, good surface adaptability, consistency, extra speed is pretty nice as well. Good potential, and a promising 2-year-old cruising burst. This could be a really nice horse to play with. So I'm really excited to see what this crop of 2-year-olds turns out as, because, these 3-year-olds as well, let's not forget, they also look fairly similar. They do look fairly similar. So we're seeing, Cresting Queen maybe not so good, but Peach Pipe, an absolute beast, and I believe Wild Retriever, not so much extra speed actually, but pretty decent all the way around. King Mambo, of course, the horse that we bought, but still pretty good in terms of the bars. So I'm fairly happy with our 3-year-olds, but the 2-year-olds seem to be absolutely phenomenal. And we've still got a bunch of 2- and 3-year-olds here in the field that weren't bad, but just weren't good enough. Like 0 finish application for Castile Dreamer. Apart from that, a beast of a horse. All these horses are being retired at the end of the season. And in some cases, they would be really, really nice. With a bit more, actual potential, then that would be fantastic. A bit more ability there. If that was up to 70, that would be a phenomenal horse. Sadly, it's not. So, these are the cream of the crop. There's been a lot of failures along the way. But really, this is, very exciting times to see the 2- and 3-year-olds develop into top class horses. And who's going to make it, who isn't, we don't know sometimes. Nothing really at that auction. So, what happened there? Cresting Queen just got bumped from the Kentucky Derby. Why? I don't know. Sweet Treat's still booked into their race. Maybe it was full. maybe it was full, so Cresting Queen doesn't go in. If I'd have known that, I would have bumped out King Mambo. Yeah, interesting. So let's see if there's anything else then. Maybe a mile 3? No, mile 2. Gotta be something interesting here. Well, you would have thought, but really, grade 1 there, the Belmont, of course, which maybe we'll run. Yeah, maybe we'll run her in the Belmont. Maybe Cresting Queen gets the Belmont if we don't win, if nobody wins the Derby, because if someone wins the Derby, of course, we're going to have to put them in to run the Preakness and the Belmont. Got to give them a chance to actually win that Triple Crown. It's kind of what this whole game is set up for with me. You know, this entire save. So, second favourite now at the Woodford Reserve. You can see Sweet Treats is second highest favourite behind Royal Spy, who is an absolute beast of a horse. See a second place there at the Shoemaker, couple of sixth places there at the Vosburg and Woodbine. Not so great early in the career, not winning as much. But you can see here from August onwards, 7 furlongs, a mile all the way. Absolutely fantastic. Stepping up now in terms of distance. I'm hoping that's a little bit too far for it to be comfortable. But that really is our main rival. So it's the white sleeves, the green, and the slash on the chest. Let's see if Sweet Treats can actually overcome here then. But a little bit of a match race, I would say, between Royal Spy and Sweet Treats. So we will figure out how this goes. So Royal Spy is on the inside. This is the pink cap there. Good start for it on the inside, and Sweet Treats is right up at the moment in that second group. 8 furlongs to go, of course, a long way. We got Beat the Shower and Little Hidden with us. Mosman Bay, Helmet Thought and White Frost at the rear of the field. So a Little Hidden being dropped back a little bit here. I believe that's probably one of our horses that we bred. Seems like a name that we actually would have named it. Beat the Shower just out ahead of us on the outside. We are chasing down Royal Spy 6 furlongs from the end now. We come on to the back stretch and it looks like Beat the Shower still running well. Little Hidden trying to get up alongside on the inside, and Royal Spy not really doing too much here up front. Sweet Treats is going to come right in between the two chasers here and just eke out into second place. 4 furlongs now as we're approaching this final long left-hand turn round these fences, and let's see where we can get. I think we're in a great challenging position right now, so we're keeping Little Hidden pinned on the inside a bit. Beat the Shower not really making a move yet. Royal Spy not kicking out into the lead. We've got a challenger coming up here. Mosman Bay maybe. 2 furlongs now. Royal Spy and Sweet Treats head to head down this home stretch, and Sweet Treats is going really fast now, pushing hard. Here comes Beat the Shower though. 0.8. 0.6, can Sweet Treats kick on and push out? Indeed he can, moving away from Beat the Shower. Beat the Shower second, White Frost third, Mosman Bay fourth. I think Little Hidden did take fifth. Royal Spy maybe as low as 6th or even maybe 7th in that. And yeah, it's 6th place by a short head. So the unbeaten since August, I believe it was, Royal Spy with a phenomenal record. Probably too much distance. Couldn't handle that final furlong, or 1.5 furlongs really. Sweet Treats always had this one in the bag. Good race, good win. So I'm really happy with that. That opens up our day very nicely. And there we go. Peach Pipe is the favourite alongside Casino Prince. Let's take a look at Casino Prince then. That's some good wins there. 4 wins in a row. 121 rated, that's pretty good. Won the Santa Anita, the Wood Memorial, the San Felipe and the Robert B. Lewis. Probably at this distance or a little bit over right now. Probably will run well in the Preakness as well, but fared for the Belmont, so, you know, this is probably the most dangerous race that we could be facing it. Anything else that worries me? Questar does have a nice record, didn't run well when he stepped up to 1-1 in the Florida, however, so that should probably be okay. Ballin Hassig, not a bad runner at all. So, didn't run well in the juvenile there at the Breeders' Cup, but apart from that, pretty good record. So we do have some nice horses. We indeed do have some nice horses. Let's look at the paddock then. So Holiday Reading slightly agitated, Barwick's a little lazy, the Falklander agitated and warm, LX Commander sweating badly and agitated, Brass Bay keen and slightly agitated. Not too bad, we ourselves are moving well and fit, so I'm fairly happy with that. King Mambo coping well and fit, Wild Retriever parading well and fit. So Casino, Prince and ourselves both moving well and fit. That's pretty even. The tipsters say Peach Pipe with 2. Good overall record, and the big price runners which rarely win. That's not great. Massmaster goes for Fear and Greed, and Shak du Cadran is Even Stevens. Interesting. Shak du Cadran. Let's have a look. Decent record, okay. Maybe I can see why. And Fear and Greed. That's not Fear and Greed. Give me Fear and Greed. Nice record. So, yeah, but again, stepping up in terms of distance. I think we might have a real shot at this with Peach Pipe. Wild Retriever maybe not so much. I don't know. Maybe. We haven't run at this distance before. And King Mambo, we'll see. He's been beaten by horses in this field in his only race for us to date. So we're going to find out, but we're here at Churchill Downs for race 1 of 3 in the US Triple Crown. This is the 1 mile, 2 furlong Grade 1 Kentucky Derby, running on dirt for 3-year-olds. This should be interesting. This should be really interesting. We got 3 racers in this field, and Peach Pipe not too bad so far, getting up there in the middle of the field. King Mambo now right behind, and it looks like Wild Retriever settling into the rear pack. Casino Prince is up in the inside there, right against the rail, with 2 of our horses right next. Honolulu Storm is in the lead. Here comes Taiba with LX Commander, Fear and Greed, Brass Bay, Ball and Hassig, the dangerous quadruple just behind. Retriever Jewel, that's one of ours that we sold. Holiday Reading, Belly Rub. Chapter Kadran is there with Wild Receiver. A bit further deep into this field. And at the back we've got Barwick, Farlander, Starcat, Peeping Tom, Questar and Bell Harbour right at the rear. Under 6 furlongs to go. We are still sitting here with 2 horses in this chasing pack, but this chasing pack has now doubled in size. There's about 8 to 10, maybe as many as 12 horses now just behind Honolulu Storm. Holiday Reading, Fear and Greed are all there. Peach Pipe does have clear air in front. I'm not so sure about King Mambo, but with 3.5 furlongs now we round this turn, and there are so many horses in the mix here. You can see a nice little chasing group right by here, as none of these horses are out of it. Honolulu Storm looks to be making a little bit of a move. We are now coming up to the 2 furlong marker as we round the turn, and here goes King Mambo. King Mambo streaks into the lead at the Kentucky Derby. Here comes Ballin Hassig, Peach Pipe as well. Ballin Hassig is going to stream through here past King Mambo. But Peach Pipe is holding on to second place. Do they have anything more? And they will not. Balling Hassig takes the Kentucky Derby. Peach Pipe second. Chakta Kadran, I think, took third. And I want to say World Retriever might just have got fourth place there. So yes, World Retriever does in fact pick up fourth. I think we took fifth as well. So there we go. Peach Pipe second by a little bit. Not a great run. A little bit of a shame that we couldn't get that win. Balling Hassig was one of the horses we did say could be a danger. And, you know, not one of the real favourites, but definitely a danger. So, good win for Balling Hassig. Peach Pipe in second place, though that is a good run, decent finish. Chakta Kudran comes in third with a nice run. Again, another one that the tipsters basically called out there. World Retriever in fourth, finishing 4.5 lengths back, and King Mambo 6.5. Yeah, 6.5, not too bad. Great run to the front, didn't hold on at all. And where's the horse we sold? Retriever Jewel, that was definitely one of ours. And that finished way back. So there we have it. The Kentucky Derby has been won, but not by one of our horses. Wild Retriever might be better over a slightly shorter trip. That's what I was expecting. So the Preakness is right in the wheelhouse for Wild Retriever. As well, King Mambo, slightly too far. Again, the Preakness really would be a good race for them, and Peach Pipe as well. So we've got some real options in that next race. But that'll happen in the next video. I'll book those races for the next video. We've got On the Side up next. It's a little way away, so we're going to skip to the day before. So we've also, of course, got that final race where we actually see if Rushing Winds is fit enough to run. Looks like they will be. But I want to check this and just make sure. So yeah, everything's fine for that. So let's head on here now then for a nice little 1 mile allowance race and see how On the Side actually manages this distance. Top rated along with Illustration, who is currently the favourite. Okay. Jackson Bend a little warm it looks like, but apart from that, it's a short field of horses who have run fairly well. So let's see what we can do. On the side there, what a poor start. That is Loving Spirit out in front with Jackson Bend. Here comes Light Burst up the inside of them now, going towards the rail. Illustration here on the outside, in a good position. And on the side, not finding clear air and having to swerve out to the outside to find a nice place to run. Still over 6 furlongs to go, so we'll see what kind of a challenge we can get if we can get up into position by about 2 to 3 furlongs. Vagrant Emperor and Tiger Claw are at the rear right now, and we'll probably reel On the Side in sooner rather than later. So our only hope is On the Side is going to make a late run here with a bit of progress. Jackson Bend is out in the lead by a few lengths from Light Burst, just ahead of Illustration and Loving Spirit. We are on the back stretch now, 3 furlongs to go. You can see Light Burst now starting to make a little bit of a move. There goes Loving Spirit and Illustration now. We're going to be 4 deep going round this turn, it seems. Still nothing from On the Side. 2 furlongs to go. And On the Side is making a late charge here. Lovely looking horse. A lovely looking horse. 1.5. Coming round the turn to 1 furlong. And On the Side is now streaming past this field. Past Illustration, past Light Burst, now past Jackson Bend, into the final stretch with a nice run and an easy win. On the Side with a lovely finish there. So I didn't know if that was going to go our way because we kind of sat at the back a little too long for my liking. Not really comfortable with the horse at that far back. Inside about 3 furlongs. By 2 furlongs we'd made up a lot of distance. By 1, of course, we were really running quite well. But late runner there, but another nice finish. So I'm pretty happy seeing my 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds running fairly well this season. Of course, the 4-year-old Sweet Treats did pick up a win, which is always a nice thing. King Mambo, though, a little bit surprising, but we'll see how he runs in his next race. So far, outside the top 3, that's not great. Finished in the money twice, but outside the top 3, not really what we want to see from a horse that looked that good. So Rushing Winds, the second race of their career, of their young 2-year-old season, which has been delayed now twice by back-to-back injuries. We've got the 6 furlong allowance race at Santa Anita Park. We are joint favourite with Makazi. What's Your Excuse is actually there though as top rated alongside us. So maybe there's a couple of horses here, but you can see Rushing Winds. A little warm it seems. Let's go into the paddock and see Sweat. Oh, yeah. Yep. We're favourite there, but sweating, badly agitated, I mean, does not fill me with any confidence whatsoever. So, not the result we wanted in the Kentucky Derby. Good wins around that. And now we're going to see what Rushing Winds can do, but expectations not the highest. Decent start there in the middle of the field. You can see as we go towards the rail now, we will take second place just behind Talenti, with Borigo and What's Your Excuse just behind, and here comes Calm after the storm to join them. Hello Bud Jackson, Boris the Blade as well behind those, with Bruce's Dream, Indy Glory, Chiseling, Wilkinson and Makazi right at the rear at this point. But that is a good horse, so we've got to expect a challenge from at least 2 or 3 of these towards the end of the race. 3 furlongs now as we're coming round the turn, and Rushing Winds just getting alongside Talenti, who is now starting to make their own move, perhaps a little early. As we come onto this stretch, you'll see Rushing Winds hopefully coming back at them here. 1.5 furlongs now. With that 1 furlong, still not seeing Makazi make too much of a move. Rushing Winds out into the lead, kicking on strong. Makazi a little disappointing. Wow, right down the back of the field. I expected a big challenge there. But I'm so glad that Rushing Winds picked up the win there. Wow. I would have been really disappointed if she hadn't. I mean, she goes over 103 rating. She was sweating badly and agitated, but still got the win. Trip is ideal. Horse is a machine. That's what we want to see. So I feel really comfortable now with their abilities. So if we sort by age, you can see Sweet Treats running well. The 3-year-olds, of course, did quite well, but couldn't get anything done inside the Kentucky Derby. Now, Cresting Queen probably wouldn't have done too much even if she had been there. So we might hold her off for the Belmont and put the other 3 into the Preakness and just see what happens. Sweet Treats, of course, running quite well. As I say, I'm quite happy to see them back on form there with the Woodford Reserve. So hopefully more Grade 1 wins there for Sweet Treats. The 2-year-olds, Dangerous Minds was run at the wrong distance, so I ignore that second and I class them as unbeaten. Not that many of them have been tested so far, so that's something to note. 2 races for everybody apart from Galloping Gusto, so again, sample size is quite small, but at this stage I'm very impressed by the crop of horses. I'm excited to see what they can do, and we will look to export a bunch of them to the transfer list to join this very, very nice list of horses that I have got from, I think, about 10 or 12 games now we have been putting this. Like, I know Rey Mysterio and Wimbleball came from 1 game, Miss Swan was from another. Magician was from another again. Then from Kentucky and down to Johnny Whip was another game, I think. Starboard Bow down to Mac Federal, I think, was another. And then this is another. So we're consistently finding good horses. I do need to trim this list down and actually make sure only the best of the best are here. But to join this list, you can see, Pro Kentuckian, 34 wins out of 36 races. Absolutely fantastic stuff from that horse. The most wins and the most races from a horse. We got our Entourage, who only lost once. Starboard Princess lost twice, of course. Tourist, short season, but won everything. Same with Peaches. Same with Child of Glory and Herbie. So we got some really nice horses to work with. And I'm really excited to see how we can blend these bloodlines together. Very, very interested in that. Some good ratings, but nothing spectacular. No really old horses either. Not a big fan of horses older than about 7 or 8. So they won't make it onto the list. But so far so good. We're going to go to May 25th because I quite like that. And you can see we've got some horses to book races for. Of course, we've got the Preakness and then the Belmont. We've got a few other horses that we need to find races like Galloping Gusto. Green Peaches not run now in over 3 months. Trader Vic, Secret of Mine, Blissful Retriever, Galloping Gusto. Long time since their last race, so we need to get those ones. Expect to see those booked in the next video if those races are available. I hope you're enjoying. Thanks very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, guys, book good races.